Jake Dirden.
Yes, sir, it's time for Wrestling Night in Kansas City. Welcome to Metro Pro Wrestling. I'm Midnight Guthrie. We're about to be joined by the massive, the destructive, Dirty Jake Dirden, and he's coming for the Kansas Championship. Dirden stands 6 feet 8 inches tall with the haircut, almost 6'10", 280 pounds of pure destruction. He's left bodies in his wake all over the United States, from Florida to the St. Louis area, all the way to Japan. We'll get to more of that later, as this is an interesting contest coming up between Dirden and Sydal, as both men have had training in Japan, but very different styles of training. Most recently, we saw Dirden in a tremendous brawl with heavyweight champion Derek Stone. Almost won that championship, and here he gets another great championship opportunity against the historic, the classic, the Kansas Championship, the great lineage here in Metro Pro.
And his opponent, weighing 170 pounds, from Dragon Gate, Japan, and the defending Metro Pro Kansas champion, the Yoga Monster, Mike Sydal.
Here comes the Yoga Monster, Mike Sydal, certainly giving up a lot of size to Dirden, but as evidenced by that championship belt, he knows how to minimize a size disadvantage, turn it into an advantage. Very flamboyant streak as of late by Sydal. We're seeing more of his true nature, his true side. As much as I don't like his overall philosophy, his mindset now in the ring, using more of the underhanded tactics if necessary. You can't doubt his ability. You certainly can't doubt his flexibility. The most flexible wrestler in the world today. Comes to us from Dragon Gate, Japan, as he was announced tonight. Grew up in the St. Louis area along with his brother, Matt Sydal. Many people know you from his time in WWE as Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal, clearly one of the best high flyers in the world, one of the great wrestlers in the world. And there's something in the genetics in the Sydal family, because Mike Sydal, in his own right, a heck of a wrestler, a tremendous competitor, and very different stylistically than his brother. As their careers progress, they've both become real tremendous practitioners, not just the high-flying skills, but Sydal, Mike Sydal that is, has really come along as a technician and mat-based wrestler. Should be an interesting contest here, as we have the theatrics of Sydal against the sheer brutality of Dirty Jake Dirden. As you see, the Kansas champion holds that belt high, giving up about 100 pounds here and almost a foot of height to Dirden. Look at the intensity in Dirden's eyes. He badly wants to own championship gold here in Metro Pro Wrestling. Holds multiple heavyweight championships elsewhere. But here in Metro Pro, yet to taste that championship gold, where you see the belt raised high above, and even with the referee's arm outstretched, it does not go over the head of Dirden. Such is the height of Jake Dirden. As we have the Yoga Monster getting set to do battle with just a true human monster right here. He's barking. He's literally barking at Sydal, who responds with the yoga pose, trying to live that namaste lifestyle. Certainly not practicing that overall philosophy in the ring. As you see, Sydal immediately ducks out of the ringside area. Taking his time. Honestly, you can't blame him. This Dirden's not a guy you want to just quickly mix it up with. Especially coming off that match with Derek Stone, where we saw them brawl all over the ringside area, into the crowd, the concession stand. It was a war. Sydal, keep in mind, also wants to get back on the winning track. He's got the championship gold, but he took the fall in that main event tag team match in our last episode. A wonderful, a tremendous, one of the better tag matches we've ever had, as Jeremy White's career lives on, as he and SBC, the arch rival of Mike Sydal, defeated the team of Sydal and Mark Sterling. It was a tremendous double team maneuver on the part of Wyatt and SBC that finished off Sydal. And quite frankly, any man, even Dirden himself, I don't think would kick out of that. And look at that stomp. Size 14, size 16 boot on the fingers of Sydal. Big clothesline. And that brief powder in the beginning. What a back body drop. Sydal about 8 feet in the air there. Hard drop to the canvas. And he's not used to falling from that height. Wow, big clothesline. And the momentum caused Sydal to hit his head on the floor, I think. What a shot there. Referee checking on his condition. And the championship run of Sydal is in serious danger here, as he tries to climb back. To his credit, he's up to the ropes by 3. Oh, jacks the neck down on that tight steel cable. We call them ropes. That's just a nice term. It's really steel cable with a little bit of tape around it. This flexibility of Sydal on display, as now he's taunting the crowd a bit. Taking his time, and this is a good opportunity for him to take advantage if he gets on the attack. Dirden catches him, though. Just tosses him into the corner. What a big right hand. Covering blows. 4, 5. Wow. Big Beal throw from the corner up high. And that height of Dirden on these slams, that extra foot, extra 6 inches of total height on the fall, had so much more velocity and so much more momentum. Just overall damage is increased 200% when you're facing the likes of Jake Dirden. Sydal runs to the corner, up and over. Dirden with the counter, misses the big right hand. Sydal pulls him down. Nice show of technique and strength, and wrecks the leg around the top of the apron there. Toughest part of the ring, just wood and steel, very little canvas, no padding at all in that area. And now he wraps the leg around the ring post. Smart strategy on the part of Sydal, as we see him going to work on the big man's legs. And you take him down, you keep his leg nullified. And even Sydal has a height advantage over Dirden. A grounded Dirden cannot match up to a vertically standing Sydal. Big leg DDT drives the foot down hard into the canvas. That will send the shivers up your ankle. Right into the knee. And this is a good display of the mat tactics of Sydal that have really come on in the last 2 years, especially since his time in the Dragon Gate Dojo in Japan. Spent some time. Look at that incredible flexibility by Sydal. Avoids the clothesline with just a bending of the body the human mind can barely describe. Just incredible. I mean, I bet you can count on one hand in the entire world a man that can avoid a strike from another individual with that sort of effort. Heck of an athlete is this Mike Sydal. And Dirden is really through for a loop. But look at this Sydal. If he just stays on the attack, he could really come out on the better end of this title defense. But there we go. Big stop to the back of the knee. Great strategy on the part of Sydal. And really, Dirden, to his part, this is an approach, this isn't a style he doesn't generally deal with. Going back to the training in Japan, Sydal trained in the Dragon Gate Dojo. They emphasized the high flying ability, the technical ability. He really picked up on his mat wrestling game there. His overall submissions, using that yoga flexibility to his advantage. Dirden comes to us from the Pro Wrestling Noah Dojo, where he spent a lot of time there, which, you know, Noah, founded by the late Mitsuharu Misawa, is an offshoot of that old All-Japan Wrestling 80s, 90s King's Road style, which the likes of Kawada, Misawa, Kobashi focus their attacks on the neck, the spine, the head, the shoulders of their opponents. So the Dragon Gate philosophy, very different than that of what Dirden was learning about in the Noah Dojo. Very much a clash of styles, a clash of Japanese training here. And as you see, Sydal is really impressing by focusing on that leg, kick to the side of the knee there, and a little bit of the upper thigh, You can literally Charlie horse the thigh. That allows you more opportunities to work on the real focal points of the knee. Big basement drop kick, and this is very impressive. Very impressive display by Sydal as he has grounded Dirden for the better part of, wow, look at that. This is some of that agility to his, oh, goozled by Dirden now. Great shot by our production team here. Time Warner Sports Channel here in the Kansas City area. It's hard to beat their production. That is for sure one of the best sports outlets in the country today. Up and over Sydal, counters. Oh, chop blocks the knee, Ric Flair style. Dirden had some momentum building there from that goozle to prevent that grounded lock. Oh, Sydal, only 2. Take a lot to keep Dirden down for a pin. But as you know, Sydal has a number, an array of tremendous submission holds. And, oh, here we go. He's setting up for one right here. Could it be the appetite for submission? Namaste, yes. Namaste down, Jake Dirden, as he wrenches back, pulling up on the chin. The size of Dirden's head is to his advantage, though. Helping save the day here is Sydal's honestly having a tough time get his hands around the beard, around the sides of the head. He's got a little bit of a lock there on the chin. Certainly the overall bend of this is unhealthy and inhuman. Dirden is feeling it, but I gotta say, not just the size advantage, but the factor is with that beard, with all that hair there, it's tough to get a tight grip, which allowed Dirden more of an opportunity to crawl to the ropes, but still, no doubt about it, that did a lot of damage. Big forearm smash, uh-oh. He might just be waking the monster up. Another big forearm smash by Sydal. And another one. And the big man's fired up. What a headbutt! Floored Sydal. And another headbutt. Irish whip, nice counter. Oh, counter of the counter. Oh, a super kick. Good grief. Man alive, oof, duh. Sydal's going to be walking a straight line to Squiggly Town. He certainly is. He's got him goozled up for the chokeslam. He nailed it. This could be all. He can get the cover, but that's the damage to that leg. The damage to that leg there gave just enough hesitation. Saved the day for Sydal. Give him an extra 2 seconds to recover. You can keep a man down for 3 off that, but a guy with the toughness of Sydal, it's going to take a heck of a move to keep him down for 5. But Dirden's calling for that Asiatic spike. He's going to try to drive the spike, drive the thumb into the throat. He's got him planted. Nice counter there by Sydal, jaw jacker. Holding on to the arm of Dirden. Oh, big roundhouse kick. Floors the big man. He's on all 4. Sydal with the agility. Going for that yoga match. Could be the yoga salt. Sydal's agility and ability to get up to the rope so quickly allows him to use props like this. Oh, misses the yoga salt. Perhaps should have left the mat behind, just went for the move this time. Oh, big kick low, come on! The referee didn't see it, he was dealing with a mat. Sydal with a roll-up, I think he's got the tights and the belt. Yes, he does! Oh, Sydal with the victory, still your Kansas champion. What a win for Mike Sydal. Crushing defeat for Jake Dirden. Impressive win for Mike Sydal. Underhanded as it is, the come over that size advantage.
You are terrible. You're a winner by pinfall, the Yoga Monster, and still Kansas champion, Mike Sydal.
Sydal ripping the mic away from Don Diablo, no respect there. Declaring himself the winner. He is your official winner. What a match. Great bout for the Kansas title. Great win for Sydal. Look forward to seeing more of Dirden in the future. I'm sure this isn't the last we've seen of the big man, not by a long shot.